We are at the Black Barn at Ridge Farms, which is a personal event space that I own and operate. I'm a financial planner by trade, so this is a place where I host a lot of my client meetings and client events and educational seminars. So I purchased the farm in February of 2016. At that time, it was 2 years away from being a centennial farm and being in the same family. So when I went to closing, the family was kind enough to share all of the past history and the documentation of all of the previous owners of the property. I believe it was originally founded in 1832 via the Homestead Act. So originally in 2016, when I purchased the farm, there was an old farmhouse that I believe was built in 1930. It was livable, but pretty rough space, although the structure of it was fantastic. So we chose to keep the old farmhouse and do a massive remodel and addition project, which took about 7 months to complete. There was an old barn and an old garage on the property as well, both of which have since been torn down and the new barn was built. Originally, when I started building it, the intention was to have just some additional space outside of the home and have home office space and the ability to host my own events, since that is a huge part of my financial planning business. But then as COVID happened, the more and more of home office space and being able to do everything out of home became more and more important. As the space continued to grow over the time of it being constructed, things did change over time. We added a few really unique features to it, and it's just become an awesome space to be able to entertain and host parties and have friends and family over. So I'm lucky enough to be able to host Christmas and Thanksgiving every year, but also, to have the client events and to have those great times as well has been fantastic. Originally, when I had ordered my countertops, I was going to do quartz, but as you may see, there's kind of a special thing to this island, and I needed the weight to be much less. It's quite a showstopper when not only people see the countertop, but they also realize that it moves and reveals a secret hidden staircase. In 2020, I had 122 trees lumbered off of my property, and the treetops that were left from those were absolutely massive. We did several beams that have been incorporated into the barn. One I've turned into a sofa table, another I turned into a fireplace mantle, and have built a tremendous amount of furniture out of all of the other pieces. So it's kind of unique that many of the furniture features of the barn were from wood that was from this property. This is made out of ambrosia maple. I wanted to keep with the live edge to keep similar along with a lot of the other pieces that John had done for me, but I also wanted it in one slab and in one piece. That took a tremendous amount of engineering on John's part as far as putting it all together and the joints and the glue that he put in. And I also do remember asking him, can we dance up here? And he said, well, how many girls? I said, just a couple. He's like, it's fine. So we've even had a couple dance parties up here, to be honest with you, and it's been a ton of fun. Because of the time frame I was dealing with, and I needed to have it, and I needed to have it done, there kind of wasn't a budget. So this is our speakeasy that is called Fitzhenry's. And a lot of the pieces that are down here are also pieces that came from John's mill and his kiln. So this was one of them where we had just a really, really unique piece in the shape of it, and he kept these at a 3-inch thickness and kept the live edge. So this one, I ordered the table legs and I built a bar out of it down here. And then these were also pieces that were all cut from the same log, and I just added the legs in between and made this shelving unit. And these are all white oak, which is, again, from my property and from my farm here.